Just a review of Arjuni wavy B hair, and when did I receive it? I'm not even sure. When did I receive it, babe?
Receive what?
This hair. I don't remember, but it took like a whole month to actually receive it. Actually, I think I got it on the 27th. I got it on the 27th, and I purchased it, or I made my order, or whatever the whole process is called. I did the whole process on the 21st. So I ordered the hair and paid a deposit on the 21st of September, and I didn't get the hair until the 27th of October or something like that. So this is Cricut. It's Cricut. It's better. So so this is the hair in a more natural, it's not the natural pattern, but it's a more natural pattern to me. I blow dried it with the diffuser, and that's just the easiest way for me to blow dry it, because I can actually blow dry my braids and everything, because I don't want to be walking around with the wet head all day. And besides that, this hair takes a long time to dry. When I first received it and I plopped it, it took like 24 hours, and obviously I don't have that kind of time to walk around with wet hair, so I just use a diffuser. I haven't plopped it since it's been on my head, but when I did plop it when I first received it, I used the ABBA, and I felt like that was too heavy for the hair, so I've been using herbal essences. Is it herbal essence or herbal essences?
You asking the camera that?
I was asking the camera. I don't know. Anyway, I've been using herbal essences, Hello Hydration, and Hydrolicious. So when I just did this wash, I used the Hello Hydration. No, I used the Hydrolicious, and that's the purple one, and I like that one a little bit better than the Hello Hydration. Just because it feels softer to me when I'm finished, and it feels lighter too. What else? I guess I should talk about the hair. Maybe I should, since this is the video for the hair. This is my leave out right here, and I just like bobby pinned it back to the back, so it can just sit there. And I have the rest, have my edges out, so it's just like this, and my whole perimeter basically, you know, the back, so I can wear it in a ponytail, and a little, well, enough up here. It's not really a little bit, but it's not a lot either, so it's just enough. And the hair, okay, should I talk about tangling or shedding first? The hair actually, I'm not going to say that it doesn't shed or tangle, because it actually does do both, and excessively. It sheds and tangles a lot, but I don't know whose fault that is. I don't know if it's my fault. Well, I know that the shedding is my fault, but I'm not sure if the tangling is my fault. It probably is. But when I first received the hair, it was perfect. It didn't shed, it didn't tangle, it didn't do any of that. And, you know, I played with it. I did all the tests, you know, rubbing it together and see if it would tingle. But, and, you know, it didn't. And then I had my stylist put it in, and she cut the wefts. So as soon as she cut them and she handed me to them, and I ran my fingers through what was left of it, it was shedding like all over the place. There was a million hairs everywhere, and I was just like, okay, this is bad. But I mean, I can deal with it, I guess, but I feel like that's my own fault, because they do say not to cut them, and my size cut them. I think I should figure out how to sew in my own hair, so I don't have to deal with people complaining about, you know, not being able to install it without cutting the wefts. So it does shed, but that's probably my own fault. Yeah. And tangling. The hair tangles.
Oh my god, I can't do this shit.
The hair tangles where my hair meets the hair. Where my hair meets the weave. So it'll tangle back here, up here, but it won't tangle down the bottom. So, and it'll tangle up here, but it won't tangle down here. And I have a feeling it's because of the different hair textures. And so I'm not going to say that it's anybody's fault, because it's nobody's fault. It's just the difference in the two different hair textures, because my hair is more coarse, a little more coarse than this hair. So, I mean, it's not bad, but it's enough to make me have to comb it. Also, what I haven't been doing is using a leave-in conditioner. So I've been trying this Neutrogena Triple Moisture Silk Touch leave-in cream, because it was just on my dresser. So I decided to try this on this hair, and I just put a little tiny bit in it to see if it will help with the shedding, because I mean, not the shedding, but the tangling, because the hair is most of the time is really dry, and I know that I need to treat this like natural hair, or, you know, real hair, because it is real hair. So I need to figure out a good regimen and, you know, how to treat it so that it can last a long time, and so it can act the way that I want it to act. Because just like with my natural hair, I have things that I do to it so that it can behave the way I want it to behave, and so that it can look the way that I would like it to look. So I know that I have to do the same thing with this hair. So yeah, when I first got it, it didn't shed, it didn't tangle. Now it does shed, it does tangle, but it's not so much where I'm going to have to take the hair out, and, like, you know, it's just not enough for me to be dramatic. So when I washed it, I think I had 3 strands of hair when I washed it, and I detangled using a wide tooth comb. I detangled it using a wide tooth comb, and it was 3 strands of hair. I'm not sure if that's a lot or not, but that's what it was. My boyfriend is talking in the background. I'm not sure what he's talking about, but his voice is like there, so just in case y'all hear it, that's who it is. And yeah, oh, this hair is 16 to 22 inches. I ordered a 14-inch, but I didn't put it in, a 14 to 16, but I didn't put it in because there's already enough hair. Like, I didn't want it to look too full, especially up top. Like, I don't like when it looks too full right here and then it gets thin down here. So I tried to just, you know, keep it even, and I just saved the extra one because the 14 to 16 looked more like a 16 anyway. It was long enough to be, you know, considered a 16, 18. It was about 16 inches, so it can be either or. So if I ever have a next installation, maybe I'll use that one. Yes, but this is the hair. When I first received it, it really didn't hold a curl the way that I would have liked it to hold a curl. But I think that has something to do with what I was washing it with, and that was the Abba shampoo and conditioner. So I changed it to the Hello Hydration and the Hydrolicious, and it holds a curl wonderfully. They do get smashed when I get in the car, and then that's nobody's fault, it's gonna happen, but the curls are still there. And when I just get out the car, I just, you know, fluff it up a little bit. And that's that. So I'm not really sure what else to say about this hair. A month is really a long time to wait for hair, but I guess if people want to do it, I did it. I think it was worth it. But then again, this is my first weave, so I really wasn't sure. Like, I really wasn't sure what to expect from it since it was my first one. But this is what I got, and I'm not disappointed at all. I mean, I've had weave braids before, but I've never had, you know, actual sewing. But I did a lot of research, and, you know, I was, you know, wondering. Oh, I did a lot of research and figured out what exactly was going to happen, and it came out nice. It came out pretty good. So if anybody has any more questions, just let me know, and I will try to respond promptly.